She's a great athlete. She's a warrior, both on the track and off the track. She has a certain standard, certain moral values she upholds, and she's a great person.
Lolo Jones lost at the Olympics, and losing never looked so good. Why? Simply because everything that circulated around the sporting phenomenon of an exquisitely attractive 30-year-old virgin world-class hurdler exposed part of the ugliness that has marked the worldview of our culture's so-called tolerant progressive. It wasn't losing that Jones' story rack-focused onto a portion of society that has no desire whatsoever to build up virtue. For those soulless detractors, it's all about tearing down. It's all about taking a sledgehammer to the psyche. It's about reveling in vice. Lolo, you're a loser. Now run along and go get laid. Oh, the seething hate that emanated from tweets and message boards from all over the world. Talk about pressure. But like I said, losing never looked so good, because what Lolo's fourth place finish in the women's 100-meter hurdles did was, once again, bring us face to face with the enemy. There is an evil out there so palpable, it would do us all well, especially as fathers of young daughters, it would do us well to understand the parameters of this culture war and what's ultimately at stake. To say Lolo Jones came from humble beginnings is a gross understatement. Her father spent time in state prison. Her family lived in the basement of a Salvation Army, bullied, teased by classmates. Really, Lolo Jones should have been another teen pregnancy or crime statistic, but she wasn't. She overcame massive odds. And not for just, as they say, busting out of a crummy little town. How about defying the multitude of naysayers to become one of the world's premier athletes? It's incredible. But for some, not so much. That story is just, we've heard that song and dance before, blah, blah, blah. Pay special attention to those who would so easily mock this woman, this courageous woman who staunchly believes in God, who believes in His plan, this woman who believes love will one day come along, and when it's true, will share herself fully and completely with the man she has married, as only a man and woman can. But until the time Lolo gives her heart freely to that special, very lucky guy, her heart will need some serious rehab, as evidenced by that painful interview on the Today Show. Some of the most misogynistic people out there happen to be women. One of them, from my alma mater, Western University, or as I like to call it, the University of Western Ontario, her name is Janice Forsyth. One has to wonder if the director of the International Center for Olympic Studies has an undergraduate degree in character assassination, as Forsyth painted Jones as a woman who sells herself as A, a sex kitten, or B, a virgin for sale. Nasty, awful stuff. Even Lolo's sympathizers were calling the two-time world champion as someone who knows how to market herself. Yeah, because, being a 30-year-old virgin is so cool and hip in this day and age. You can just see Hollywood storyboarding the Carell sequel with a Melissa McCarthy type playing the lead. Nothing like piling on the prude, huh? And don't that take bullying to another height? A good friend of mine, Dr. Tony Gallia, allowed me to film him moments before Jones stepped onto the blocks for her moment of truth. After expressing huge disappointment about how his good pal had been treated or mistreated by the mainstream media, after waxing eloquently of just how good-natured and down-to-earth Lolo Jones is up close and personal, Doc pointed out a spot on one of the shelves in his examination room. On it, a bobblehead doll of Lolo Jones. On the doll, marks, and lots of them, scar-like marks of where Gallia had treated the Olympic track star. As evidenced in that 100-meter hurdle final, when Tony and I were watching, Jones had certainly responded well from all those treatments. Remember, fourth in the world ain't that bad after all. But the other marks, the spiritual scars, if you will, from a turbulent experience at the 2012 Olympic Games, may take quite some time yet to heal.